my beloved, before time breathed its first, I chose you. Not by accident, not out of need, but with fire in my heart and purpose in my hand. Even now, as doubt tightens its grip and the noise of this world tempts you to forget who you are, I say, remember, you are mine, you are chosen, and the enemy knows it. That's why he's fighting so hard to distract you. But you must hear me now, louder than the storm. This is not just a message. This is a divine summons, a sacred interruption in your scrolling, your despair, your wondering. Stop everything and listen. Your healing is beginning. Your identity is being restored. Your purpose is about to awaken. Do not turn away. This is the moment you were born for. Will you believe me this time? I see beyond what you see in yourself, your flaws, your uncertainties, the shadows that cloud your vision, and into the radiant light that you are, crafted and called by my own hand. Imagine the countless moments in your life that felt fragile. Those times when the world pressed hard upon your spirit, when voices around you seemed deafeningly loud with judgment or indifference. In those moments, doubt might have whispered in your ear, telling you that you are ordinary, unworthy, or even forgotten. But hear this now, from the depths of my heart. You have never been an afterthought to me. I have woven every detail of your being, every breath you took, every tear you shed, into a tapestry more magnificent than you could ever comprehend. You are my chosen one, my beloved treasure hidden beneath the surface of a noisy world. This choice I made was not dependent on what you had done or left undone. It was not contingent upon your successes or failures, your brightness or darkness. No, my dear, it stands firm and eternal because of who I am. I am the one who chooses not by appearance or circumstance, but by heart, by purpose, and by unmerited grace. To be chosen by me means you carry a flame of divine intention within you, a light that can neither be snuffed out by fear nor diminished by the voices of this world. You are mine, not for a fleeting moment, but for eternity. And there is a purpose woven within you that only you can fulfill. You might wrestle with this, wondering, what if I am not enough? What if my past stains me beyond repair? Understand this. My choosing you does not erase your struggles, but it transforms them. I stand beside you in every broken place and tenderly restore what was lost. Your flaws do not disqualify you. Rather, they highlight the depth of my mercy and the richness of my grace. I see your wounded heart and gently knit it back together with threads of hope and love that no human hand could create. I have chosen you not despite your scars, but because of them, for your story is a divine narrative of redemption and triumph. Beloved, the world may press hard and ask why you carry such hope in times of trial, why you still believe when the night grows cold and long. It is because you are chosen. You've been handpicked by a love so vast it encompasses the galaxies, so intimate it knows every whisper of your soul. This love is your refuge and your strength. It is a fortress no storm can breach and a sanctuary where you are perfectly known and wholly accepted. Even when you feel invisible to those around you, I see you clearly as a pearl of great price, a precious vessel filled with purpose and promise. Hear my heart in the quiet moments. I am with you. I am for you. I am unwavering in my commitment to you. It is I who call you chosen, and I will never revoke this calling. The doubts that gnaw at you are but fleeting shadows compared to the immensity of my love. I call you my beloved, and I say, rise, for you are chosen. You are set apart for a life of meaning, a life that reflects my glory and grace. There is no mistake in your existence. You were designed with intention, captured by my gaze before the world knew your name. Do not shrink back in fear or hide in uncertainty. Step boldly into the fullness of the identity I have carved out for you. This choosing is not a chain, but wings that allow you to soar beyond the limitations you've known. It is a sacred calling to shine, to love, and to walk in the power I have endowed upon you. Even when you cannot see the way ahead clearly, trust that I have already prepared it. Your place in the grand tapestry of life is secure because I have chosen you to be a beacon of my love here on the earth. Let this truth settle deep within your spirit. You are not an accident, my dear one. You are a masterpiece created with intimate care and eternal purpose. The whispers of your heart, your longings for belonging and significance, are echoes of my voice calling out to you. Embrace this identity of chosenness. Allow my love to fill the empty spaces and awaken the dreamers and warriors within you. You carry the mark of my hand. You are my chosen, and nothing will ever change that. If your heart is stirring as you hear these words, do not turn away from this divine invitation. Lean into the certainty of my love, the power of being chosen, and the joy of knowing you are set apart by an unchangeable decree. I am here, now and always, calling you beloved. Will you receive this gift? Will you stand in the confidence of your chosenness and live out the extraordinary life I have destined for you? Your journey is just beginning, and I will walk with you every step of the way. My dear child, I know the heaviness that presses upon your heart, the weight of shadows that seem to gather without end. When the silence around you grows so loud that it drowns out even the faintest whisper of hope, it can feel as though you are walking through a desert without water, a wilderness without a compass. I see how the days might blend into nights, and the nights stretch endlessly before you, barren of comfort or light. Yet in this very moment, when your soul aches with loneliness and your spirit feels worn thin, I am nearer than you imagine, closer than your own breath. Do you feel overwhelmed by the quiet that seems void of me, as if I have stepped back and left you to grapple with your pain alone? I am not distant, beloved. I am simply present in ways you cannot always perceive. My patience with you is eternal, unchanging. I am tenderly shaping your heart amid the trials you face, though it may be difficult to comprehend. This season of silence is not my absence, but my whispering, calling you softly into deeper trust and greater surrender. In the stillness, I am weaving threads of grace that will one day shine forth as brilliant light in your life. I see the wounds that feel hidden inside, the tender places you fear might never heal. Perhaps you carry unspoken fears that keep you tethered to darkness, fears that you are forgotten, unworthy, or too broken to be restored. Yet, my child, my mercy is as vast as the heavens. It flows to heal every fracture of your spirit. Where sorrow has dug its trenches, my love will build bridges. Where bitterness threatens to root, my forgiveness will uproot and cast new seed into the fertile soil of your heart. I do not condemn your doubts or despair. I hold them gently, inviting you to bring them to me so I can renew your hope. In this sacred space of vulnerability, know that you are never beyond my reach. Even when despair seems to close in, I am your unshakable refuge and strength. Though the night may be long, the dawn is coming, and with it, a fresh breath of life. I am working tenderly beneath the surface, transforming your pain with a purpose you cannot yet see. This process is not hurried, but deliberate, executed with divine wisdom and unending love. Trust this refinement, my dear, as I am refining you to shine brighter, rooted deeper in my truth. You may question why this season lingers, why healing and peace do not arrive according to your timeline. Rest assured, my timing is perfect. Even when it feels slow and agonizing, I am in the intricate details of your life, orchestrating all circumstances to bring forth the harvest of joy and restoration. It is in waiting that the soul learns endurance, and in endurance it discovers the depth of my faithfulness. This waiting, though arduous, is a womb of transformation, birthing in you new strength, new clarity, and new depth of relationship with me. Be still with me in these moments. Breathe in my presence and let the stillness speak to your heart. There's a sacred peace that surpasses understanding, a quiet river of comfort flowing straight from my throne to your spirit. You are cherished beyond all measure, held in the hands of the Creator who knows your deepest pain and sees the beauty emerging from it. I am for you, not against you, my precious one, and nothing can separate you from my love. Not your fears, not your failures, not the darkness that threatens to consume you. Lay your wounds before me without fear or shame. I am the potter, and you are the clay. I am shaping you into a vessel of honor. The cracks you see are not weaknesses, but spaces where my light streams through into a world desperate for hope. Each tear you shed waters the seeds of new life within you. I call you not to fear the broken places, but to embrace them with my grace. For it is through brokenness that my glory shines most brilliantly. Your story is not one of defeat, but of divine victory unfolding. If your heart feels heavy and your soul is weary, come to me and rest. Let my peace wash over your burdens and allow my love to fill the empty places you have long tried to hide. My spirit longs to comfort you from within, to whisper truth over every lie doubt has sown. Do not push me away in moments of despair. Instead, reach toward me with the trembling hands of faith. You are more loved than words can express, more precious than all the stars scattered across the night sky. I am here, steadfast and unwavering, ready to renew your hope. Let this quiet reassurance settle deep within you. I am working all things for your good, even those things you cannot yet understand. As you endure this refining process, do not despair, but look to me with longing and expectation. I am unveiling a greater purpose in your pain, a path of healing that leads to joy and restoration. Hold tightly to the promise that your darkness will give way to light. Your tears will be transformed into streams of blessing, and your burdens will be lifted as you lean into my everlasting arms. Will you believe me this time, my beloved? Will you trust that I am near, holding you tenderly, even in the face of your deepest fears? Though the journey feels uncertain and the road long, I am your faithful companion, casting light into your path. Come, be still before me, and rest in the certainty of my love. Your soul's healing is underway even now in the sacred silence where I speak loudest through my peace. No matter how deep the night, dawn will come, and with it, new joy will be born in your heart. My dear child, I see the shadow that lingers over your heart, the quiet voice within that questions your worth, that whispers of failure and unworthiness, as though those words define you. Yet, I'm here to tell you that your true identity lies not in the mistakes you believe you have made or in the harsh judgments you have accepted, but in the essence of who I created you to be. You are my masterpiece, shaped with intention and infinite care, woven with threads of unconditional love that no frailty in your life can undo. There is a beauty deep within you that no one else can replicate, a reflection of my own nature. This beauty, my beloved, is your spiritual identity, the core of who you are beyond the ornaments and labels of this world. In this identity, I call you my child, cherished beyond measure, clothed with dignity and crowned with purpose. This truth is eternal and unshakable, like a mountain standing strong through every storm and shifting season. When the world around you shakes and you feel small or insignificant, remember this mountain and how firmly rooted your soul is in me. Your identity is not a fragile vessel tossed by circumstance. It is a sacred torch ignited by my spirit that burns with an everlasting flame. It flickers at times, yes, when doubts press in, when you face rejection or loneliness, but its source remains constant and powerful. I have placed my name upon you, my dear, and with it comes a calling to live boldly, not as the world defines worth, but as I see you, uniquely crafted for a divine purpose. The battle for your heart is fierce because there is such immense potential in you, a light I intend to bring forth and set ablaze. I know how often the enemy of your soul seeks to erode this identity by whispering lies about who you are. You might hear words of condemnation or criticism not only from others, but from that voice inside, worn thin by mistakes or overwhelmed by insecurity. I say to you, those words are shadows, and I am the light that reveals the truth. Look to me when your vision blurs. Allow my love to drown out every false claim against you. When you're tempted to retreat into self-doubt, open your heart and let me remind you of your worth again and again. There is no sin too great, no failure too vast, that I cannot cover with my grace and cleanse with my mercy. Your heart's journey toward embracing this truth may not be without struggle. It may feel daunting to unravel the cords of false identity and step into the freedom I offer. Yet I will be patient, gentle as a shepherd tending to the lambs. I never force my love. I invite. I draw close. I wait in tender expectancy. In your moments of weakness or resistance, I am there, holding space for your healing and revelation. Do not hurry. Transformation is a process, a sacred dance between divine power and human surrender. Trust me as I lead you into this place of knowing beyond knowing, where your soul rests in my love without condition or doubt. Look within, child, and ask yourself who you have believed. Have you accepted the labels the enemy gave you? Or have you dared to accept my higher perspective? When you feel rejected or pushed away, hear my heart that beats beside yours with relentless compassion. I see you. I value you. There is no place where you can hide from my love or reverse your standing before me. I have branded you as mine with a love that will never fade or fail. Your spiritual identity is forged in my truth, not in the fleeting opinions or harsh judgments of the world. This is why, in your weakest moments, you are strongest in me. Healing begins when you begin to see yourself through my eyes. Each time you catch your reflection clouded with shame or insecurity, come back to this truth. You are deeply valued, immensely loved, eternally chosen. Let this truth settle in you so deeply that it overflows into every area of your life. Stand firm on this foundation. When you carry this awareness, the peace that surpasses understanding will guard your heart and mind. My spirit will empower you to walk with confidence, not arrogance, but with the humble assurance that you are my beloved creation, equipped for the masterpiece I intended you to be all along. If your heart is stirring as you hear this now, do not turn away. Let this be a moment where you receive the identity I pour out to you like living water. Drink deeply, child, of the wellspring of truth that I offer. As you do, you will find the shame diminishing, the doubts retreating, and the radiant light of your divine identity emerging stronger. You were designed for purpose, and embracing that identity will unleash that purpose like a river breaking through a dam. Let me help you see the beautiful image of yourself that I behold, a reflection of my glory and love that cannot be tarnished by any earthly trial. There is a sacred story unfolding within you, crafted by my hand before the foundation of this world was laid. This story is not about what you have done or failed to do, but about who I have made you to be. A beloved child chosen for a destiny unlike any other. Embrace this truth and allow it to reshape your every moment. Even when your past seems heavy with mistakes or your present feels clouded by confusion, this identity is your anchor and your refuge. I am here and I will never stop declaring who you are. Walk forward in this knowledge, my dear, and watch how your life begins to change from the inside out. So now, beloved, hear my voice inviting you deeper into your truth. Lay down every burden that weighs on your identity, the guilt, the shame, the sense of not measuring up, and receive my defining word instead. Let my love sound in your ears until it becomes a melody that drowns out every lie. Stand with me, clothed in the righteousness I have given you, and know you are enough. There is no need to prove yourself or strive in human effort to earn my acceptance. You are my treasured one, and your worth is sealed by my unwavering affection. Reflect on this now with all your heart. Who will you choose to believe when the whisper of insecurity arises? Will you believe me this time? Choose to see yourself through my eyes and lean into the overwhelming truth of your divine worth. If ever you forget, I will remind you. If ever you wander away, I will welcome you back with open arms. This identity is not for the faint of heart. It is a call to live courageously and confidently as the cherished child of your Heavenly Father. My love for you is endless, and in that love, your spirit will soar. As the quiet moments come, rest in this knowledge. You are not alone, you are not forgotten, you are not defined by your mistakes. You belong to me, and in that belonging, your spiritual identity is made perfect and whole. Let this revelation permeate every cell of your being. Let it rise in you like the dawn, bringing light to every darkened corner. This is your birthright, my child, the freedom found in knowing who you truly are. My beloved, fully accepted, and infinitely precious. Now, with this truth resting in your soul, take a step towards embracing it daily. Let your prayers be filled with this newfound understanding. Let your heart open wider to receive my love anew each day. Walk forward clothed in this identity and watch how I transform your life in ways you never thought possible. The journey is long, but I am with you every step of the way. So hold fast, dear one, and lean into this truth deeply and without reservation. Let it become your foundation, your fortress, and your song. Will you believe me this time and claim your divine identity as your own? Beloved, in the quiet of your heart, I see the whispers of fear that often rise like shadows in the night, casting doubt over the promise of my presence. Fear is a cunning adversary, weaving threads of anxiety that can entrap your mind and weigh heavy upon your soul. Yet, my child, you were never made to live captive to fear. I am the light that darkness cannot overcome, the calm within the storm, and the peace beyond all understanding. When anxiety threatens to overwhelm you, remember that I am intimately acquainted with your every trembling thought. Your fears are not unnoticed murmurs lost to the void. They are known, held tenderly in the palm of my hand. There is a sacred moment in the weaving of your day when you can come to me, not with grand declarations or perfect faith, but with the simple, raw honesty of a heart laid bare. You need not hide the trembling or the racing thoughts. Bring them all to me. Like a shepherd who searches tirelessly for the lost sheep, I pursue your heart through every valley of fear. I am not distant nor indifferent. Instead, I bend low to whisper reassurance directly into the quiet chambers of your spirit. My presence alone is the balm that soothes the restless mind and the refuge that shelters you from the tempest. Consider the deep blue night sky, my beloved. Though it may seem vast and empty, it holds stars that pierce the darkness with brilliant light. Your fears are like clouds that momentarily veil the night, but they cannot put out the stars. I am that unfailing light, constant even when invisible to the naked eye. When you feel overwhelmed by anxiety, look to me not as a distant figure, but as the unwavering flame beside your soul, burning brightly even in the bleakest moments. Anxiety often speaks lies. It tells you that you are alone, that you are unseen, that your struggles are too heavy. It persuades you to doubt the truth of my love and the strength of my promises. But these are deceptions, my dear child, crafted to steal your peace and rob you of hope. You are never alone. You are always enveloped in my care. Even when the world around you seems chaotic and indifferent, I am the stronghold that cannot be shaken and the loving Father who never leaves your side. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When you feel yourself slipping into the abyss of worry, remember this truth. Your spiritual inheritance is one of courage and peace. It is not grounded in your circumstances, but in my unshakable character and unwavering faithfulness. Let this truth settle deep into your soul. Fear does not have the final word over you because I have overcome the world. The very breath you draw is a testament to my sustaining hand upon your life. Though the storm may rage, I am your anchor. Though the waves rise high, I am your firm foundation. Your heart may feel like a fragile vessel tossed upon tumultuous seas, but I am the safe harbor where you will find rest. Give your fears to me as an offering. Lay them down one by one like stones at my feet. In exchange, receive my peace, the kind that guards your heart and mind like a fortress impenetrable by doubt or worry. In these moments of surrender, you open the door to rest within my embrace, and a new strength will rise within you. You will begin to walk through life not burdened by the weight of anxiety, but empowered by the peace that surpasses understanding. When you feel fear creeping in again, return to these promises, this sacred conversation between your weary heart and my boundless love. I am here always, nearer than your own pulse. Take a slow, deep breath now as a symbol of this exchange. Inhale my peace. Exhale your fear. Let your spirit be still before me. This is your place of refuge, your sanctuary amid the chaos. If your heart is stirring with the first faint light of hope, do not turn away, but lean into my presence where fear dissolves and faith rises like the morning sun. My dear, I have watched over you through the shifting shadows of doubt that sometimes invade your heart. The whispers of uncertainty can be like a cold wind that unsettles your spirit, stirring fear and worry as you look forward into the unknown. But I want you to know that fear is not the architect of your destiny. I am. When the future feels blurred, when anxiety threatens to crowd your mind, remember that I've already charted your path with precision and care long before your first breath. My vision for you is perfect, even when yours feels clouded. Anxiety can grip the soul tightly, making mountains out of molehills, casting tall shadows where there should be light. Yet, my child, I am the source of peace that surpasses human understanding. I dwell within you and around you, a refuge no tempest can overturn. When you feel those icy fingers of fear wrap around your heart, turn to me quietly. I am near in the stillness. The silence you sometimes dread is not emptiness, but a sacred space where I am weaving threads of grace and strength into the fabric of your days. If doubt has been a thief, stealing your joy, or shaking your confidence in what you can become, I invite you now to surrender those thoughts to me. Let go of the heavy stones of worry and place them in my hands, for I carry these burdens without complaint and refill your soul with courage. You are not meant to carry your fears alone. Know that every moment of hesitation, every restless night, even the smallest pangs of uncertainty are seen and held by my unwavering love. Just as a skilled potter gently shapes fragile clay into a vessel of beauty and purpose, I am shaping you through your moments of questioning. Fear and doubt may feel like cracks in your foundation, but these are places where my light shines in most brightly. I am never distant when you are unsure. I am closer than your own breath, waiting for you to lean into me and find rest in my embrace. Consider how often the stars appear only after the darkest hours of night. Your most profound clarity and trust come after wrestling with the questions that disturb your mind. Your doubt is not a failure or a flaw. It is a sign that you are alive, engaged, and on the edge of deeper revelation. Do not shy away from this season. Allow yourself to feel the tension fully and then bring it to me. I am here to transform that pressure into peace, that unrest into assurance. Beloved, I am teaching you what it means to truly trust, not in the absence of shadows, but in the presence of my light through them all. Trust is an act of the heart that defies what the eyes see and believes in my unchanging character. It is choosing to walk forward, sometimes step by trembling step, because you know I am the firm ground beneath your feet, the wind beneath your wings. My faithfulness is the eternal anchor in the storms of uncertainty. Hear my invitation now. When your heartbeat races with worry about tomorrow, come to me. Speak your fears, your questions, even your silence. I am not outraged by your human frailty. I am moved by your courage to bring your whole self before me. You are never too broken or too afraid to be held by my love. I have been waiting for this moment, for you to lean into the safety of my arms where anxiety cannot reach. Let this truth settle in you. There is no fear too great that my love cannot conquer it. There is no shadow too deep where my light cannot reach. If your heart is stirring in the midst of your doubts, do not turn away. Come closer and breathe in the peace I am pouring over your soul. In your vulnerability, you will find strength. In your uncertainty, you will find me. I am the God who transforms anxiety into peace, who turns fear into confidence, who molds your tentative steps into a journey of unwavering trust. Walk with me through the valleys of uncertainty, and you will discover that fear loses its hold when love holds the reins. With each breath, with each whispered prayer, you are walking into a deeper faith, a richer surrender that will sustain you in every season. Will you believe me this time when I say that you are never alone in your fears? That every anxious thought is heard and met with my perfect peace? Trust that I am working all things, even those things that trouble you, for your good, for your growth, for your everlasting hope. I am shaping a story far greater than you can see. And you, my dear child, are the beloved hero of this divine narrative. Trust me. Step forward into the unknown with me and know that I am holding you close every moment of the way. My dear child, as you walk through the quiet spaces of your heart, where doubts sometimes rise like shadows at dusk, know that I am there with you, steady and sure. Fear is a voice designed to captivate your attention and cloud your vision, yet it cannot reach beyond the surface of truth. For my love is a light that burns eternally, piercing through every veil of uncertainty. When anxiety seizes your breath and your thoughts race like unbridled stallions across a vast plain, I am the gentle hand that quiets the storm, the anchor that holds firm amidst turbulent seas. You may feel as though you are perched on the edge of a vast precipice, the wind rushing past your ears, the unknown stretching endlessly beneath your feet. This sensation is not unfamiliar to me. I have seen every trembling moment before your thoughts take form, every shivering hope, every whispered prayer muffled by fear. But hear me now. Fear serves no sovereign purpose in your life, beyond revealing where you are most vulnerable and where you must learn to lean upon me more deeply. The very act of feeling afraid is not a failure, but an invitation to come closer, to trust more fully, to surrender your need for control. Beloved, let me wrap you in the safety of my presence. I do not stand at a distance watching you struggle with the invisible chains of anxiety. I walk beside you, wrapped around you like a cloak of light, a shield against the terrors that loom in the night. When your heart pounds like thunder in your chest, know that I hear each beat, each cry of distress, and I am holding you steady. I have fashioned you with hands of infinite care, and no fear can dismantle the masterpiece you are in my eyes. Often you may not understand why these storms arise, or why the waves of worry crash relentlessly against your soul. Remember, child, that these trials are not punishments nor signs of my absence. Instead, they are the soil from which deep, enduring faith grows. They are moments designed to draw your eyes away from the fleeting and onto the eternal, to unravel the threads of self-reliance and weave new cords of trust that hold fast even when all else falls away. They are moments designed to draw your eyes away from the fleeting and onto the eternal, to unravel the threads of self-reliance and weave new cords of trust that hold fast even when all else falls away. Within these moments of fear, choose to breathe my promises into your soul. Let my peace, which surpasses all understanding, flow like a river through every anxious thought, washing away what steals your joy and replacing it with a calm that nothing can shake. When the enemy whispers lies that you are alone, unworthy, or forgotten, listen to my voice instead. I speak truth into the chaos. I am with you always, even to the end. This is not mere comfort. It is the foundation upon which your courage is built. To surrender is not to give up, but to lay down the heavy burden of striving and struggling to manage your fears alone. It is to rest in the assurance that I am in control, that I am orchestrating every detail of your life's symphony. Even when you cannot hear the music, will you allow me to be the conductor, the keeper of your heart's rhythm? Will you release your grip on the illusion of control and open your hands to receive the peace I offer freely, without condition? My child, anxiety often thrives in the shadows of uncertainty, but do not forget the power vested within you, your faith. Faith is not the absence of fear, but the act of moving forward anyway, carrying the light of hope where darkness once reigned. Remember the stories of those who walked through fire and emerged unscathed, not by their strength, but by their trust that I was with them. You are not less than they were, for my spirit dwells within you, empowering you to stand firm against every fear. Let this truth settle in you. No fear is too great, no worry too heavy, for my presence is more formidable than any storm. In the quiet places where you face your fears privately, know I am there, writing my love upon your heart, engraving peace upon your soul, whispering courage for each step forward. Draw close to me in these moments. There is no safer place. Your trembling and your courage do not contradict one another. They coexist because fear does not negate faith, it refines it. Child, put down the weight of anxiety that presses hard on your chest and look up. The horizon before you is radiant with the promise of new mercies, each dawn a canvas for my renewed grace. I do not expect you to carry your fears alone, for I am your refuge, your fortress, your deliverer in times of trouble. When you feel overwhelmed, reach out. Call to me with your whole heart. I am never too occupied, too distant, or too burdened to respond swiftly and lovingly. There is a sacred tension between your human fragility and my divine strength, a dance I choreograph daily within your life. This dance invites you to step out in boldness, not because you are fearless, but because you have a sovereign who holds every tomorrow. Even when you cannot see the path ahead clearly, know it is delineated by my hand. Trust this. Even when your heart cries out in doubt, I invite you now, my beloved, to breathe deeply the peace I offer. Feel it course through your veins like a cleansing river, sweeping away the debris anxiety has left behind. Let this peace be your anchor in every storm, your shield in every battle, your constant companion when the night feels long. If your heart trembles still, offer up those trembling hands to me. I will steady them. If your mind races with worry, bring it all before me. I will calm it. If your soul feels alone in the wilderness of fear, rest assured that I am already there, waiting to embrace you. Will you believe me this time? Will you trust the power of my love to silence the roaring tide of anxiety? Will you let my voice be louder than the fears that assail you, so that you can walk forward in peace with me, your eternal refuge? This is your moment. Lay your fears down at my feet and rise in the strength I provide. My love for you is greater than every fear, and my courage flows freely into every frightened part of your soul. Walk forward, beloved, with confidence and hope, knowing that you are held, sustained, and cherished beyond measure. Let this moment of surrender be a turning point, a new chapter where fear yields to faith and anxiety dissolves into serenity. My child, come to me fully and find the peace your heart longs for. My dear, in the quiet moments when your heart feels overwhelmed by the uncertainties of your path, know that I am intricately weaving every thread of your story with infinite care and purpose. You may find yourself wondering why some days feel barren and devoid of meaning, while others pulse with unexpected bursts of joy and hope. This ebb and flow is part of the divine pattern I have ordained, a rhythm meant to nurture your soul's growth and deepen your reliance upon me. Consider the delicate artistry of a potter shaping clay upon the wheel. At times the vessel may appear lopsided, uneven, or fragile. Still, each push and pull, each turn and pause brings the creation closer to its intended form. You, beloved, are that vessel, and I am the potter whose hands never slip, whose vision never falters. Even when the process feels arduous, remember that I am with you, tenderly supporting, molding, and refining the essence of who you are to be. Your purpose is not a distant peak to be conquered in a single ascent, but a landscape to explore step by step, day by day, through acts of faith and surrender. Sometimes the path seems hidden by dense fog or tangled thicket, and other times it shines like a golden road bathed in dawn's first light. Neither confusion nor clarity is wasted in my sight. Every moment of seeking, every tear that falls, every prayer whispered into the night contributes to the unveiling of your destiny. I understand the ache when you feel your calling is delayed or uncertain, that you are stuck in a wilderness waiting space without visible signs of progress. This is a sacred season, even though it often tests your patience and hope. Know that silence does not mean absence. When the oak root grows deeper underground, stretching quietly beyond sight, it is preparing the tree to stand resilient in storms for years to come. In the same way, your waiting seasons are the foundation for strength, wisdom, and endurance. Reflect on the lilies that neither toil nor spin, yet receive my provision and adorn the earth with beauty beyond human ability to create. In your moments of stillness, I am cultivating within you qualities far more enduring than fleeting success or recognition. Trust that what seems like unanswered longing will bloom in its appointed time. Let your heart not grow weary in this waiting, but anchor itself in the everlasting certainty of my faithfulness and love. Sometimes your soul may feel as if it is caught between heaven and earth, longing both to soar freely and to find firm ground. This tension is often the crucible in which purpose is forged. I invite you to rest fully in my presence during these times, not striving to understand every detail, but surrendering to the reality that I hold your life's tapestry in my hands, perfectly aligned with my will and infinite wisdom. Your surrender is not passivity, it is active trust, a declaration that your life is not yours alone, but belongs to the divine narrative I am authoring for you, beloved. As uncertainty seeks to cloud your vision, remind yourself daily of the promises I have whispered into your heart. Promises of abundant life, of hope beyond despair, of a calling that no one else can fulfill but you. Your purpose carries the imprint of my creativity and love. No valley is too deep, no darkness too dense can sever the connection between your calling and my power to bring it to fruition. You must embrace the paradox of walking by faith and not by sight, moving forward even when the path isn't fully illuminated. Every small act of obedience, every decision anchored in my guidance, is a step toward unveiling your destiny. Do not despise the days that seem ordinary or insignificant. They are fertile soil where seeds of purpose are planted and nurtured quietly, until they break forth in astonishing abundance. I urge you now, will you choose to trust me this moment? Will you allow me to lead you gently through days of waiting, not as a burden, but as a sacred pilgrimage toward the fullness of your calling? Your destiny is alive. All the desires I placed within you, the dreams I fashioned in the dawn of your creation, are safeguarded in my heart. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are deeply beloved and profoundly needed in this world. Let this truth echo within your spirit. You were crafted for purpose, fashioned with intention, and called to shine with the light I have placed inside you. When doubts assail you, when fear whispers that you are forgotten, lean into my steadfast love. My plans for you hold greater joy than you can now imagine, and I am unveiling them at the perfect time. Do not rush the unfolding. Do not shrink from the preparation. Instead, surrender your timeline, your agendas, your restless striving. In the yielding, you will find peace. In the waiting, you will find strength. In the mysterious silence, you will find my voice speaking softly, guiding you home to the destiny I have already designed for you. Remember this, my child. Your life's purpose is not just a distant goal, but the very breath and beat of your existence. It lives in every prayer you offer, every kindness you show, every moment you choose to trust me over fear. The journey may be long, the path may twist and turn, but your calling is secure in my hands. Let your heart be still and know that I am shaping you unceasingly. Let your soul rest in the certainty that your purpose will come forth in glory at my appointed moment. Do not allow impatience or despair to rob you of the wonder and grace of this sacred process. If your heart is stirring as you read these words, if a sense of hope begins to kindle within you, do not turn away. Embrace the journey, trust the timing, and hold fast to the assurance that you are a masterpiece in the making, crafted by my loving hands, destined to reflect my glory in ways only you were ever created to reveal. My dear child, you may find yourself wandering through the shadows of feeling lost, abandoned, and unseen. These moments come like heavy clouds that darken your skies and chill your spirit, as if you are tucked away in a solitary corner of the world where no warm light reaches. I see you there, even when you cannot see me. You are not invisible to me. Your suffering, your silence, your tears, they are all known intimately by my heart. There is an ache in me when you feel this way, because I am with you always. Yet I understand how the distance in your soul feels unbearable, as if an island has formed between you and the rest of life. In these moments, loneliness whispers lies that you have been forsaken, that your prayers float unanswered into an empty void, and that you must carry this heavy burden alone. But, my beloved, I am not a distant God relegated to the heavens. I am Emmanuel, God with you, walking alongside you, even when you cannot feel my presence. Often it is in the silence that I am closest, drawing you apart from the noise in the crowd to cleanse your heart and reshape your vision. The desert seasons, though harsh and barren, are not without purpose. They temper courage and nurture hope in ways lush meadows never could. This solitude is a sacred space for you to discover how deep your roots can grow beneath what looks like desolation. You might search diligently for signs of my closeness or yearn for a sudden breakthrough, wishing for a dramatic moment where the clouds part and my voice thunders in your world. But instead, I often meet you with quiet steadfastness. I am the still, small voice that whispers reassurance to your wounded soul beneath the roar of your doubts and fears. I am the gentle hand that reaches down to steady you when your footing falters. I am the patient gardener who tends slowly and lovingly to the smallest new growths in your heart. Even when you see nothing visibly changing, trust that my presence is more powerful than any earthquake or storm. It is the quiet pulse beneath your every breath, the calm under the chaos, the hope in your waiting. I do not abandon you in your confusion or despair. When you feel unseen, remember that I have seen every tear, every moment of hiding, and every silent prayer you whisper into the void. You are never too far gone or too hidden for me to reach. My gaze is fixed upon you with unrelenting tenderness. I am the one who knows the number of hairs on your head, the depth of your pain, and the lengths of your journey. There is no shadow too deep, no night too long, no valley too dark that my light cannot penetrate. Your being is precious to me beyond comprehension, etched forever on the palms of my hands, more valuable than countless stars in the heavens. If your heart breaks under loneliness, allow me to gather the pieces gently. Bring to me each fragment of your wounded spirit, every ache and confusion. Do not hide from me or shrink back in shame. My compassion is endless, and my desire is to comfort you. I am a refuge, an unwavering shelter when you cannot stand on your own. Lean into my outstretched arms and let me carry you. I do not grow weary or tired, even when you do. My commitment to you is eternal and filled with tenderness. When you are lost, I am the impossible guide, ever searching and reaching to bring you home. Let this truth settle deep into your heart and soul. You were never meant to journey alone. I crafted community, fellowship, and intimacy with others as channels of my love and care for you. If you feel unseen by those around you, know that I am often made manifest in kindnesses from unexpected places. Notice the small touches, perhaps the smile of a stranger, the encouraging word from a friend, or the gentle breeze that cools your face on a sweltering day. These are my whispers, my ways of saying, I am near. When your spirit cannot hear any other voice, open your eyes and heart to these tender reminders of my presence woven into your daily life. You belong, you matter, and you are cherished beyond measure. In your feelings of abandonment, recall the echo of my love that shatters despair. Just as a broken vessel can be restored and made into something exquisitely beautiful, so can your soul be mended. This loss you endure is not the end of your story. I am writing a narrative of redemption, hope, and unshakable belonging. The chapters of your life, though marked by pain now, will sing in harmony with joy and peace. Allow me the time and space to heal the wounds that sting so deeply. Do not rush the process, for my timing crafts perfect restoration. Patience with yourself and with me opens the door to miracles of renewal. There's a profound silence in the feeling of being unseen, when your true self or your struggles feel hidden and the world only glimpses a shadow of your suffering. But my beloved, you are fully seen by me. Every hidden thought, every secret shame, every trembling hope, my knowledge of you is complete and unshakable. You can safely lay down all your pretenses, your masks, and your defenses, because before me you are wholly loved without condition or requirement. This safety is the foundation of your belonging. In these moments, invite me into your brokenness and loneliness. Let me redefine your worth and reflect back to you your radiant value through my eyes. Your experience of feeling lost or abandoned may feel like a wilderness wandering, but this path has meaning shaped by my hands. It is not aimless, it is purposeful and directed by my love. Even when you cannot see the destination, trust that I am guiding every step. The darkness you face is never more substantial than the light I shine within you. I promise to carry you through the night seasons to the dawn of new mercies and fresh beginnings. This is my covenant with you, my beloved. Let this assurance take root inside your heart today. Rest in my unyielding presence, and let your spirit be restored by the certainty of my eternal gaze upon you. Will you choose to believe this when the night is thickest? Will you reach out to me when your soul feels most isolated? I am here, my dear, and I am not finished with you. Hold fast to the truth that you are never truly lost or unseen. You are my treasured child, carved deeply in my heart's eternal embrace. Let this truth be the anchor that steadies you through every turbulent wave. Come, lay your head upon my chest. Listen for the steady beat of unending love and breathe in the peace I give so freely. You belong here in my presence, fully and forever. Do not turn away from this truth, no matter what your heart whispers in the darkness. My dear child, as you continue your journey through the wilderness of the soul, there may come moments when you feel utterly lost, abandoned on the edges of hope, wrapped in shadows where no human hand seems to reach you. This feeling of invisibility and isolation pierces your spirit deeply, and I see each tear you shed, even those you hide in silence. Though the world may overlook your pain, my eyes never stray from you. My heart beats fiercely to draw you back from that desolation toward the place where you belong. I know well the weight of being unseen. Before the world began, you were hidden in the depths of my tender design. You were conceived in my thoughts, bathed in my love long before you took your first breath. Yet in seasons when the clouds of rejection and neglect gather thick around you, it seems like your presence vanishes into the ether. You question your own worth, doubting whether your voice matters or even exists. But hear me clearly. Your essence is sewn into the fabric of my creation. You are carved with purpose and drenched in significance. Do not let the silence around you convince you otherwise. Even when you walk through the valley of loneliness, your footsteps echo in my ears. The ache that grips your heart is not lost on me. It is held precious, sacred, and prepared for transformation. The loneliness you endure is a powerful wilderness where many souls are refined, but it is not meant to be your permanent habitation. I linger near, not as a distant deity, but as a close companion who yearns to awaken your spirit's sight, to help you experience the depths of my presence, even when earthly comfort fails. I am the one who fills the empty chambers of your soul with light. When no one seems to notice your struggles, my love never wavers or diminishes. In your invisible battles, I am your unseen ally, gathering strength alongside you to reclaim what darkness tries to steal. You are more than the shadows that try to swallow you. I am the dawn that breaks through the night, promising a new day where your value shines brighter than any despair that has clouded your vision. Remember, my beloved, many hearts feel abandoned before they find their way home to me. Feeling lost is not a reflection of my neglect, but rather an invitation to draw deeper into my embrace. It is a sacred threshold where your soul is called to remember who you are beneath the layers of pain and isolation. My treasured child, crafted meticulously with eternal worth. The invisibility you fear is but a veil I can easily pierce with the rays of my love that ignite hope and courage within you. It may seem at times that you are wandering without direction, like a ship lost at sea without a guiding star. Yet I am the eternal light whose brilliance never fails. I am the compass that will steer you back to safe harbors. When storms rage and the path blurs into uncertainty, trust that even when your heart cannot feel me near, I am weaving threads of connection in places unseen, preparing a tapestry of belonging from your every trial and cry. Do not be discouraged by moments when your prayers feel unanswered or when no one understands your silent cries. I am fluent in the language of your heart, interpreting every sigh and unspoken plea. Your invisibility to others does not mean you are invisible to me. Each tear is a seed planted in my heart's garden, destined to bloom into fragrant joy and profound peace. You are never separate from my care, and your story is still unfolding within my perfect plan. Let the ache of feeling lost or abandoned draw you closer to me rather than away. Lean into my presence until you sense my arms enfolding you. a refuge where your soul can finally rest. There, in the sanctuary of my love, you will discover your identity renewed. You will find that you have never truly been isolated because you are held in an everlasting embrace. The loneliness is real, but my companionship is more real still. Feel my heartbeat alongside yours, a rhythm of steadfast love and tender devotion. In your darkest hours, I am the melody that soothes your weary spirit and the fire that rekindles your fading hope. I know the path you walk, and I'm guiding you through the terrain of invisibility into the light of belonging, where you are known fully and cherished endlessly. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away from this truth. You are deeply seen and profoundly loved beyond what any human can express. You matter in the realms of heaven and earth. You are never forgotten, never forsaken. Let this assurance be the anchor for your soul through every bleak moment. I am with you. I will never leave you. Your presence on this earth is not accidental. It is divine destiny unfolding. Will you allow me to be your unwavering companion through the seasons when you feel unseen? Can you receive the comfort I offer, knowing your invisibility to the world is only a shadow that soon will pass? Embrace this moment of divine closeness where your spirit can rest fully in my hands, safe and beloved. You are forever mine, and I will carry you through until you recognize yourself once again through my eyes as a radiant, treasured child of heaven. Take this promise with you now. When you feel lost, I am your wayfinder. When you believe yourself abandoned, I am the relentless love that pursues you. When the world overlooks you, I am the voice that speaks your name with affection and power. Trust in my steadfast presence and allow me to restore your heart with the warmth of belonging you were always meant to know. Let this be the moment your soul begins to see itself as I see you, cherished, radiant, and never alone. Your true home is here with me, where you are always noticed, always loved, always held. Give me your loneliness. I will return it to you as joy. Release the pain of invisibility. I will illuminate your path with my everlasting light. Walk forward in the certainty of my presence, my dear child, for you are my beloved, now and forever. My beloved, as you journey through the depths of your soul, I see every step you have taken, every whisper of doubt, and every flicker of faith. There is no shadow hidden from my sight, no cry muffled in the silence that I do not hear. You are intricately woven into the tapestry of my creation, a masterpiece that I have formed with tender hands and endless love. Even when the night seems darkest, even when the path is steep and uncertain, remember that you are not walking alone. I am the unwavering light beside you, the steady rock beneath your feet. There is no place too far, no situation too broken that my love cannot reach and mend perfectly. Within you, I have planted a divine purpose, an intention so beautiful and so vital that it surpasses human understanding. This purpose is not defined by the world's fleeting measures of success or acceptance, but by my eternal perspective. You are chosen, cherished, and called uniquely for this time and for this moment. Your story is a vital part of my grand design, and every trial you endure is shaping you into the vessel I intended. When you feel unworthy, remember that my grace is sufficient, that my mercy envelops you completely, and that nothing can separate you from my love. Not your failures, your fears, nor your past mistakes. I invite you now to anchor your heart in this profound truth. You belong. This belonging is not contingent on your perfection or on how much you have achieved, but simply because you are my child. In the vast expanse of the universe, I have set my gaze upon you, delighting in your every breath, rejoicing when you seek me, and comforting you when you falter. This intimacy I offer is an eternal refuge, a sanctuary where you can lay down your burdens and find rest. Come to me with all your wounds and weariness, and I will cover them with my healing presence. There is nothing you must do to earn this. It is a gift freely given to you because you are beloved. Let this truth settle deep inside you. You are not forgotten or abandoned, but eternally held and protected. When the world shouts that you are not enough, that you are alone in your struggles, hear my voice above it all. It is a voice of hope, strength, and restoration. I am fashioning you not merely to survive, but to thrive, to shine my light brilliantly into the darkness surrounding you. Trust in me when you cannot trace the road ahead. I am the author of your destiny, and nothing in the heavens or on earth can thwart my purpose. Your life is a testament to my unfailing commitment to redeem, renew, and restore. I call you now to rise with renewed courage and faith. Let my love fill you so completely that doubt, fear, and despair have no foothold. Walk boldly in the identity I have given you, child of the Most High, heir of glory, and ambassador of my peace. Your heart beats with my power. Your spirit is enlivened by my breath. Do not shrink back from the calling placed upon you, but embrace it with all the assurance that I, your God, am with you until the very end of the age. Your story, your struggles, your triumphs are all woven into the fabric of my eternal kingdom. May this revelation transform how you see yourself and your place in the world. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Carry this truth as a shield against the uncertainties that try to overwhelm you. Stand firm in the knowledge that your path is illuminated by my unwavering presence. When you falter, I will lift you. When you fall, I will catch you. You are mine, and I will never let you go. Let the peace that surpasses all understanding guard your heart and mind, and let my joy be your strength each day. My beloved, if these words have stirred your spirit, it is not by chance. It is because I have been calling you. Not once, not twice, but every day, in every quiet moment, in every aching question you've carried in your heart. You were meant to hear this. You were meant to remember who you are. But this is not the end. This is the beginning of a journey, deeper, fuller, and more sacred than you've known before. Come back here, to this place, whenever your heart grows heavy. Return when the world forgets your name, and let me remind you of who you are. This space is more than a channel. It is a sanctuary for your soul. Subscribe, not just to be notified, but to stay connected to the voice that speaks life over you. Like and share, not for numbers, but to spread the truth that everyone is chosen, everyone is loved, and no one is beyond reach. And comment below, beloved. Pour out what's stirring inside you. Your testimony may be the lifeline someone else is praying for. I will meet you here again and again and again, because I never grow weary of reminding you. You are seen, you are loved, you are mine. Until then, stay close to my voice and never forget your story is still unfolding. Amen.